There's nothing like a dense dark forest to ignite feelings of dread, where every crack, rustle or animal sound can be amplified tenfold. Add that to the various myths, legends and deaths that often surround forests, then it can make them truly terrifying places, especially at night. So here we look at 5 scary incidents caught on camera in or around forests. Hit those lights, sit back and enjoy. Mysterious figure heading into the forest. So you're on a nice trip, out driving through the forest, the camera's on and you're filming the scenery, when as you drive around the corner, you see this walking in front of you. Now the information on where or who filmed the footage is sparse, and not a lot has been heard about it since it was released in 2016. But the mysterious grey figure seems to be walking calmly across the road, totally oblivious to anyone around it, before seemingly dissolving into the forest. As with most things on Top 5s, we cannot say for sure whether this is real or fake, but if any of you have more information on who took the footage, or where it was filmed, then let us know in the comments. Missing posters in the woods. Now this one is just plain creepy, and at the time was likened to a Blair Witch type promo, or even a twisted dump site for a serial killer. A man called James Rankin was hiking through the woods in Huntington's Berkeley-Jackson County Park when he came across over a dozen missing person posters randomly pinned to trees. The disturbing display was close to the remains of an old shelter, and what was more creepy was that the faces on the posters were of actual missing persons from several US states. Rankin decided to video the scene and uploaded the footage to YouTube. Take a look.
Now remember, we're still in the woods. We're still in the woods, right? I don't know what this is. Do you see the trees? Look at what. Okay. I was like, okay, these are probably no trespassing signs, or maybe it's something for the wildlife or something. And look, we're bordered on all sides by hills. Anyone with any sense of strategy or tactics, let's, being in the center of a bunch of hills is tactically disadvantageous because people can hide on the tops and throw things or shoot at you. Anyway, I'll cut right to the chase because I might die. Look what these are. Whatever that is. That object leaning against the crates is a shovel. Then you got that mysterious tent. The house is over there. This blanket. The blanket. The cage. There was only a couple of these that we didn't see before. Washington, D.C., James Lewis, 67 years old. Now, like I said before, look at the shit somebody would have had to walk through to put these up. What's really crazy is they use plastic tape.
It later transpired that after the police investigated, they discovered that the eerie scene had been set up by the owner of a nearby house as an elaborate Halloween setup. The question is, who in their right mind sets something like this up? Who would think that displaying photos of families' lost loved ones makes a great party prop and then leaves it up there to rot? Since the incident, it's been reported that the owners of the house were preparing to erect fences around the place and post no trespassing signs. The whole story is very strange, and it seems that there is more to this than just Halloween decor. What do you think? Creepy sounds in Canadian forest. This video was captured in December 2017 in the woods around Morristown in central British Columbia in Canada. And it's not what you can see in it, but what you can hear.
Whoa. I know what that is. I don't know. It's scary. Everyone else is hearing it too.
Here are a few theories on what people think it could be. The most obvious is that it's Bigfoot, or even aliens. The video features some pretty eerie howling that seems amplified by the surroundings. And it seems it's not just in this region that it's been heard, as reports of similar sounds have been heard in Ontario. And even seasoned hunters claimed they have never heard anything like this before. There have been suggestions that it's a particularly vocal bull moose or elk. However, as of yet, no one's been brave enough to venture in and find out the source of the noises. What do you think it is? The breathing trees. I'm not sure if this is creepy or just amazing, but I guess if you witness it firsthand, it would be pretty unsettling. The video was shot by Brian Nuttall in Apple River, Nova Scotia, shortly after Hurricane Patricia had passed. Brian was walking through the woods of Cumberland County when he noticed the ground doing something strange. It appeared as if it was breathing. The forest floor was rising and falling, and not in a subtle manner. There have been countless theories about what it might be, including the start of a sinkhole to inner Earth beings trying to surface. However, there is probably a more plausible explanation. It seems the phenomenon was caused by tree roots that had become loose deep underground and were rising and lifting as the wind blew. It's still an unusual sight to see. Redwood Cabin Mystery. Top 5's likes a mystery, and as far as we know, this still very much is one. Mark Andre was marking trees on California's Redwood coast. As he walked around the forest, he spotted a shack. Considering the remoteness of the area, this was unusual. As he moved closer, he realized the shack was no makeshift campsite. The structure was sturdy and measured around 8 by 12 feet wide and around 15 feet high. However, there was no fire or evidence that anyone was in there. Mark was a little disturbed by what he found and headed back to seek professional assistance. He then returned to the shack with a forest ranger and a couple of technicians, who analysed the area and decided that somebody had been living there. They made multiple attempts to alert them, but when they got no response, they decided to break the lock. Inside, they discovered a tiny home with neat shelves covered in cans and jars. There was also a rocking chair, a pot-bellied stove, a typewriter, and a small collection of books. The windows were covered with blackout curtains and wooden panels, meaning little natural light could get in. Whoever lived there had been there for many years, although they had no idea who it was. They put an eviction notice on the door and left. When they returned some weeks later, they were completely stumped, as the cabin was gone, along with any trace that it had ever been there. The only thing left was the International Squatters symbol that was on the ground in charcoal from the stove. Obviously, whoever the resident was clearly wanted to be left alone, and was quite possibly watching from behind the trees the whole time. There is speculation the mystery inhabitant is some sort of fugitive, or one of the many people who go missing every year, who want to disappear from society, never wanting to be found. But as of yet, no one really knows. So that's 5 creepy things found in forests. I hope you've enjoyed, and remember, if you like the creepy content, then hit that notification bell, and stay tuned every Saturday for your weekly dose of top 5s. If aliens and conspiracies is also something you're interested in, then check out our other channel solely for that topic, Destination Declassified. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.